We go hollow right there, right on time. Right on time. They got just went live.
Hey,
What's going on, good people? We back with another U.N.I verse reviews. Today we got Justice Society WW2, Teen Titans Judas Contract, and Catwoman Hunted. But before we get started, how's everybody week been?
Had a pretty uneventful week of working from home, so it's always good.
About the same. Still training for a promotion. Just studying. Didn't get out much.
doing the same thing, training to promote myself up in this goddamn life that we call life. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I guess everybody's had training phases this week. I started my job at Lens Crafters 2 weeks ago. I'm still in my little training phase. It's the word for the week is training, people.
Let me know when you can get those discounts. I want those. I want it to be discounts next week.
Oh damn! I made a banner hollow. Shit. I fuck with that.
All right, you can put it up. You know how to do it, right?
I
You
saw
gotta
you.
go to screen share. I'm gonna stop sharing. Just go to screen share and do your thing.
All right, then I guess we're gonna do it like that. How you screen share?
If you're on the stream yard on your computer, right?
Yeah, I'm logged in on the U.N.I account.
Okay, just look on there. It should say mute, start cam, and settings and share. Just click the share button, and it'll bring up the screen share option.
Okay.
And there you have it, folks. He kicked himself out of the stream. So, as another introduction, you have myself, Big Daddy Brooks. You got Hollow. You got Leo.
Yo.
And you got Nemo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a pretty much almost everybody here. I'm pretty sure everybody else start joining in whenever.
So anybody
getting the visuals together. I don't know if he was about to go into this first segment. I'll give him a little chance to work on that.
Has anybody ran across any interesting animes in the past week?
Summertime rendering.
I was actually thinking about watching it.
Hey, nah, bro, that shit fire. Whatever you think it is, no, it ain't. Go ahead and watch it after the stream. After we done today, go ahead and watch it. It's 2 episodes out. Go ahead and watch it.
Watchers like myself gotta wait for the episodes to build up a little bit. You can't, watch it fresh out the box,
Yeah, you can't put me on no gas or no crack. And it's only 2 episodes, and they're gonna be fiending for that shit now.
I understand that completely because I didn't think it was gonna be no gas like that. I was just honestly looking at this to just be like some BS slice of life that I throw on during the week to have to watch while I'm at work or just during the week. But that shit ended up being gas, and I regret not waiting until there are at least 10 episodes. because this looks like it could be a 12 episoder, but it could be longer.
So maybe that's something we can get on the U.N.I. eventually. That is right up
No,
our alley.
I was looking at this one called Rusty Nabisco. That's pretty dope.
So far, based off the what you've seen in 2 episodes, which level would you categorize that? They're like an expert, a beginner, sort of intermediate.
Intermediate, not an expert, but an experienced intermediate. You've seen a few titles. You might be willing to take that step from intermediate to expert with this one, because the actual plot of this one definitely comes out of left field. It's definitely not something you see coming, and it's one of those shows where even the second episode starts to recontextualize the first episode. So it's definitely between intermediate and expert.
Okay, and Harlow, what about your choice?
My choice was I think it's cool for a beginner. It doesn't have too many crazy tropes and shit that you might need to look into or whatever. I think it is like a new series or whatnot. So I think it's pretty beginner friendly. I haven't got seen anything in it that made me feel like, oh, nah, this is for the experts. It's a cool little watch though.
Okay, bet. So stay on the lookout for those anime. And as you see, the infamous Nemo finally got everything set up. So looking good.
Sir. So which one y'all want to talk about first? Well, I guess I could say which one was the most interesting.
Yes, we do have a pretty long episode ahead of us. So I say, you want to say the best for last, or I say let's get Justice Society out of the way.
I knew he was gonna go there. Justice Society. That was just one of those movies I kind of ended up clicking on as I was going through the whole DC animated movie lineup that they had on HBO Max. I can't admit that was probably one of the driest ones that I did watch. So I can agree with Brooke on getting this shit out of the way. So, anybody else?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it's a story that happens and they repeats to show over and over again.
I was about to say that this just feels like this could be another story. Hey, Flash be running fast all the time, so this could happen at any point in time, and this is one of the times it happened.
And I'm pretty sure they tackled the same concept in The Flash. If you watch that CW series,
They did it in a movie with Flashpoint Paradox.
Yep, that as well. So it's a recurring theme with the Flash, and it's I think it's kind of playing out. But
Flash, because a lot of DC members have been shot through path into the future throughout a lot of these movies and shit. So.
But we've been seeing a lot of Flash lately.
That is true.
Not enough of the rest of the comic book lineup.
And like you guys are saying, it's getting real repetitive. And I'm like, if you keep doing this shit, I don't know how well your live action Flash movie is going to do, because like we done seen it all in so many different forms. You got the CW, you got the DC animated films. So now you're just gonna give me a bigger budget live action of the same shit. Like, come on now.
But given the time, maybe
DC suffers from the same shit Marvel suffer from, bro. It's called beating of a dead horse.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with that. So, guess we can start with Catwoman Hunted, because I'm pretty sure that is the next one we would need to discuss.
Do we want to give the scores as we were going through them, or just wait until the very end?
We can.
Okay, so my score for JSWW2, 4.5.
I give it a 5.
Oh, you
4.
taking it down from your last score?
But I gave it a 6.
Yep. You want to keep it there, or do you want to stick with that?
5.5.
Okay, split the diff.
I
How
got
low?
4
What is?
on that.
Okay.
You said 4?
Yeah.
Damn.
I am also in
I mean,
agreement
like-
with the 4.
Like, I fell asleep. Like, every time I kept watching this shit. Like, every time I watched it, I'd fall asleep.
Ooh, that's a big drop from your last score, Leon.
I couldn't really tell you what this movie was about.
So after you had some time to sit on it, you sort of changed your mind about it.
Yeah, I don't know either, bro.
Okay. All right, and I think that's everybody that we have accounted for.
It's just like with all the one-off shit that they have in their archive, they would do the Justice Society, which, might I add, got fucking retconned out of being the primary Justice Squad into being the secondary.
I think the
they
main
were
reason
the first
why.
Earth Prime niggas, and then they became Earth 2.
I think the main reason why I had to go ahead and drop my score for this one, initially, is because I had such low expectations for Catwoman Hunted, because the trailer was on HBO Max, but the movie was not on HBO Max, so I didn't have a really good perception of it because of that. But it definitely shat on Justice Society. So I had to go ahead, and then it's not like
was definitely more interesting to me.
Yeah, and it's not like it was all that great or did anything unique, but
No, but I got this, like we discussed before. I got to see a more in-depth storyline to Catwoman. I'm usually just seeing her pop up out of nowhere. She might team up with Batman for a second. Just minor shit. But
yeah, I was a fan of Selena Kyle when she was in the Gotham series on CW as well. That was interesting to see a young Catwoman and how she came to be.
Yeah, I still don't really get why she is the way she is. They didn't really touch up on that too much in this movie.
Hey, she had to rob and steal to survive.
Yeah,
so
she had to steal pretty much.
She was going to provide for the kids. Yeah, she was going to provide for the kids that they were trafficking, that she saved. So she was going to steal the jewelry.
She be stealing shit because she wanted, and then she be having her little times where she be trying to help others, and she came up. I think they said she was her family's like Italian or some shit like that, and some type of lost out on their wealth and power and shit. So she had to get it out the mud.
Yeah, her family was the mafia. They did that in the Long Halloween. You saw Batman,
right, something like that.
Her parents were part of the mafia.
Like, I don't think you're gonna get nothing more better than fucking Halle Berry Catwoman, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Catwoman's origin story is mainstream at this point. So, like, seeing her in this light where it's her going on one of her mini adventures and it was something refreshing.
Yeah, it definitely was. I can agree with that.
And
So I
the fact
definitely
that
enjoyed
she
this
kind of like she had better whoop ass scenes than the whole fucking Justice Society.
This is a fact.
Very true.
Yes, lots more.
I was actually surprised at some of the fight scenes I saw in Catwoman. I was like, God damn, this bitch can be that.
But some of the
Batman can kind of trust this bitch with his life.
Oh yeah, anyone that's trained by the shadows and doesn't decide to be a fuck ass, you can trust them just a little bit.
There you have it, folks.
1 point for me, I would say that this sort of persona that they built is pretty copy and paste, because it could very well be Harley Quinn, and it'll be just as enjoyable.
I could agree with that.
And I would see her doing a lot of the same things that the character did. So,
See, Leo, I
was
told you.
gonna say,
I told Leo the
I agree with
same
that.
shit. I
She
told
did
Leo
feel
the
very
same
much like
shit.
the Harley Quinn Catwoman.
She was a little bit like they was trying to do like how all these fucking damn movies always doing, add like this little comedic role to her whole presentation instead of her being like, having her to have a similar demeanor to that Harley Quinn shit. And she was
Yeah.
pretty cool with that motherfucker.
It's like she told the steal your man to steal your girl joke like 5 times in the same minute.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like, I get it. It's Mr. Steal Your non-gender conforming girl or bitch or spouse.
Mr. Steal anything. It
I
may be your
steal
jewelry
anything.
too. Keep your watch too.
Exactly. It's equal opportunity theft around here. Whether you're a person or a thing or a place or an idea, she'll steal it.
Hey,
Hey, yo, I thought the funniest shit was that little emerald that they started off the movie with, bruh. How Batwoman and them took that shit from her ass. By the end of the movie, this bitch took that shit back. Like, you thought I forgot about this little emerald? Hell nah.
Oh, hey, she told her from the get-go. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but I'll get you and the kids right. This'll be enough to let them get away.
No, when Batwoman,
It's the
when she was
fact
like,
that they
"What makes you think
realized
I won't just take all this equipment and leave?" And Batwoman says, "We have your cat."
Yeah.
She ain't gonna leave them cats.
All right, you got it. There's a cat. All right, you got it. All right, do it.
You have to bring Mr.
Cat
Snuffles
now.
into this. So for this one, I would say I'll give it a 6.8.
I'll give it a 7.
Oh, so you're taking it up 2 notches from your last score?
Yeah, I had to rewatch
Okay.
it.
Okay. Leo, hello.
I feel like if I had watched this without already having low expectations, I would have given it like a 6.5. But because I had low expectations of it and I had already seen Justice Society, I feel a lot better about it. So I can go ahead and get this one a 7, solid 7.
Okay. Hello, you there?
yeah, my bad. Catwoman, right? I give Catwoman. Shit, I gotta give Catwoman a 5.5 because I also fell asleep on this shit too.
Damn.
Did he fall asleep on the last one? We'll find out. Is it a 3-fer?
I fell asleep. Spoiler alert. I did.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, look, Greg, this nigga, hey, look, people, Hollow got 2 kids. We ain't gonna keep blaming these pics on the kids. He fell asleep.
It ain't the kids, bro. It's legit. Like, it's so fucking predictable that it's just like,
I get that.
God damn. Like, I don't know. It's just, you know, we've been watching all this fire anime, looking at all these different things and plot holes and loops, and here comes DC with the same old, and it's just like, damn. At least give me, like, why do y'all keep doing Judas Contract? Like, why do y'all fucking keep doing Judas Contract? Like, come on, you got whole Young Justice out and all that shit, bro. You don't need to do Judas Contract no fucking more, bro. Leave that shit alone. At least for another 10 years. Until another age group of fucking comic viewers come in. And then you retcon Judas Contract yet again. And it's just like, bro, it's just so tiring. Now, we being all coming up in the golden age of Teen Titans, before Teen Titans Go, we got to see the Judas Contract done over like the course of 3 or 4, it was like 6 episodes, I believe. It was great. And that's all I needed right there. But then they made me fucking hate one of my favorite villains, Slade, because he's a fucking pedophile. Man, I can't with this shit, bro.
Wasn't she like 18, no?
Oh, no, legitly. In the comics, because I had to do my research. In the comics, in the show, like, she's 16. Because 16 is the legal age in most American cities and states. So they went with that. And the original Judas Contract story was written in the 70s, 80s, I believe. So they was just like, well, 16 is legal enough. And
That's how they got
Slade, by the way, is an immortal 45-year-old man with a 16-year-old. And he's just like, damn, bro.
That's how they got away with it in the 70s and 80s, bro. Niggas was on drugs back then.
You said what?
I said niggas was on drugs back in the 70s and 80s. They wasn't paying attention enough to that shit.
Man, niggas is on that same type of time now. They still brought it up right now. It's just like, it's still a thing, bro. Somebody's still rooting for that in the DC comic book writers area. Somebody's still rooting. 16-year-old and 45-year-old love on some shit.
Man, I couldn't even look at Teen Titans the same way with a Beast Boy and Terra relationship. After reading the comics, I was like, oh nah, Beast Boy, you was getting done dirty every day.
Damn, it was that bad?
Oh
Every
yeah,
day.
it was that
Every
bad.
day.
Every day.
Simp for her.
Every day he was simping for her, she was simping for Slade. It was that bad.
Hey, but that's what made Beast Boy so funny. You know, you got to find that the comedy and the pain. You know, otherwise he wouldn't have been a funny character.
Well, no, Young Justice took that shit a whole different route. They took that pain.
He like, I'm from the he like, I'm part beast. You know, some of my DNA is from the animal kingdom. Shit, we be fucking all types of shit. We fuck each other around here. Fuck around. I fuck my own kid if I turn into a dog, nigga. Don't try me. I don't care about sloppy seconds.
Beast Boy must have some of them animal instincts in Young Justice, because bro is going through the Great Depression right now. I'm telling you. This nigga said, fuck being a hero. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're kind of cool, but fuck you. Like, they had a whole intervention for this boy, bro. And he told everybody at the intervention, fuck you. I'm out of here.
Bro, he killed me when he told one dude, hey, bro, if you were going to come back from the dead just to say that, you should have stayed dead, my G. And then bro didn't even say nothing. He just sat back in his seat, sad as hell. Like, stupid ass.
stupid ass boy. Why you even come? That's what he started with. Why did you even
They
come
got
here?
Beast Boy on the clapback energy. That shit
Bro,
kind of
yeah,
remind me of Beast Boy from the original Teen Titans.
Bro, it
He
started,
got that
bro. It
radiation
started,
shit on him, and he was a
yo. It
badass.
started
He
when they
meeting
took this
everything.
nigga to Mars.
Oh, bruh. Wait. What did you say? Say that again. That reminded you of what?
That reminded me of the episode of Teen Titan when Beast Boy got that chemical shit on him, and he turned into chimera mode, and he was eating meat. He was just a badass nigga walking around there saying "fuck
Hey,
everybody,
bro.
nigga."
Hey, bro. Do you think whatever shit he was exposed to on Mars is turning him into that shit? Do you think
I
that's
think
what they're
it
doing
is,
with
bro.
him?
I think
Bro.
it is, bro. I think it is. I really think it is.
Because
Bro is
he
really on
kept
some
turning
angel
into
shit.
something, and he kept turning into something when he was on Mars. He kept turning into something that he had never been before.
Yeah, it was like some alien that Martians be fighting on their planet.
Oh, this new Beast Boy finna turn up next season.
Yeah,
Let's just hope he
finna
still
go
be a
cop
good guy.
Yep. I was thinking about that because I know about that. I remember how we were talking about as far as that Teen Titans. I didn't think they were gonna do it, but now that you mentioned it, Leo, I think that's the route they're going to.
Man, as soon as he said radiation, I was like, oh no. Is that what they trying to do with him right now? Because bruh has been drugged up and like mad ever since he's been back on Earth.
Yeah,
and I
bro.
always thought it was weird that like they brought him back to Earth and didn't like he didn't take the month-long ride back with them. They just took him back to Earth.
But don't he got that Martian blood in him though?
Yeah.
He does.
That boy Tony got that. He got that Martian in him.
And then he was exposed to like Martian psyche for at least a few days. Like Martian psychic attacks, he was exposed to that shit the majority of the time he was on Mars.
Oh wow!
This nigga was psychologically attacked. He was physically
It's starting
attacked.
to make sense because he was paranoid the whole time about somebody being after Superboy. Ma'alef Fa'ak was there. He felt Ma'alef Fa'ak's thoughts, who had been colluding with Lord Zod. So he was not kidding. He felt the hostility towards Superboy the whole time.
He adapted to the Martian. He adapted to their Martian abilities now.
Yeah, like.
But isn't Beast Boy like Didn't they give him his origins in the Young Justice as being part Martian?
Yeah, he had a blood transfusion.
Okay.
Some shit happened, and Miss Martian was the one who could match his blood type because nobody that was around at the moment could match Beast Boy's blood type. And she rearranged her DNA to match his.
I'm talking about, that was the episode they went to Africa, right? Or was because I remember his origin. Yeah, he got a blood infusion. It was Miss Martian.
Yeah, it was Miss Martian because she told his mom that she could reconstruct her DNA to make her blood type the same as his. As a Martian.
That was a part of Beast Boy I never knew. I ain't know he was part of Martian. Yeah, he was manhunting and shit.
His shit just gonna mix with them human instincts, the Neanderthal shit in his brain. That's what that shit mixing with right now.
I mean, it made sense when they gave when they were saying like he was mixed with he had the Martian blood in him because he could shape shift and shit like any other Martian, but he can't do none of that. Like, what y'all saying? He was feeling it, so y'all think he getting like some of the telekinesis?
So it really started when they were on the way to Mars. Like he was having like these spaz attacks. He was snapping on Superboy and Miss Martian, and it just got worse the more time they spent on Mars. And it got to the point where like it was one part in Young Justice where this nigga literally knocked out everybody like, up to Mars surface while it was a sandstorm. He about killed this nigga trying to save him.
But bro, when you really think about it, Beast Boy was naturally trying to protect everyone, and had people had he had just been left to do what he was doing, Connor Kent would probably still be alive. Like literally, them calming Beast Boy down is what ended up putting
Connor
Superboy in a position
Yep, pretty much.
because Beast Boy wasn't supposed to be that sensitive to what Ma'alef Ak was thinking or what all that was going on. But because he was being attacked, well, not being attacked, but that's how Martians communicate naturally, so that they felt like they were being psychically attacked by the entire population at once.
Because he was so focused on Brion,
yeah,
he just assumed it was Brion who had betrayed the team right before this shit. So he thinking it's one of his old teammates, but really it's everything that happened leading up to Superboy's supposed death.
Yeah, it was Ma'alef Ak. It was the motherfucker.
That really is his name.
And he said the Ma'alef Ak is no fool. And he basically said, "You don't think I'm that motherfucker? I'm that motherfucker. These other motherfuckers ain't it." And he literally got a whole race of motherfuckers, and they say we are the motherfuckers. Oh
that
man,
shit's funny as hell.
So foregoing what Beast Boy
What's
said
good, Cat?
over
You
time.
ain't saying nothing.
Oh yeah, there you go. See, he's there.
Young Johan. Seems young Johan is trapped.
Yo, what's good? But yeah, what the fuck y'all niggas talking about? Bro, my bad. I'm high. I'm high as fuck right now. Huh?
And we here on the U.N.I. verse do not propagate the use of marijuana or any narcotics. We promote good health.
You don't know what I told you about that shit, Ken. You got a man.
Man, shut the fuck
Take
up.
this brick of crack and get.
Well, folks.
My bad. I had to beat a nigga ass right quick. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a nigga dirty.
Did that nigga say takes his crack?
Yes,
nigga. What?
Fucking rock, nigga.
Bro, shut the fuck up. Bro, they don't need to know about that.
My bad. I can't. Lord,
Man, come on. Hey.
wow.
Hey,
welcome our resident rock music.
but
you need a dub. I'm on the way.
The resident.
But yeah. All I heard was DC is ass, DC is ass, DC is ass.
Washington D.C.
What'd you think about Justice Society? Catwoman.
But nah, it was having an old superhero movie is kind of like, I was thinking it was gonna be hella old timey and they was gonna like refer back to the old comics. And I ain't that familiar, but I don't think they did that because it didn't feel like, if I skipped the first part and didn't know he came from the future and I ain't know nothing about World War II, I would have thinking that it was present time, bro. Because everything was just kind of high tech, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But here lies the problem. That nigga wasn't from the future. He was from a
different world. Yeah.
So it was just
damn.
how bad the story was. You didn't even get that shit.
Nah, I got that part, but it's still like, I was still thinking it's like the 1940s for real though. In what?
Work up to like a crisis. I don't get the point in this shit.
Mm. But yeah, bro, it's this shit was kind of like mid, bro. This is one of the things where I would have to give everything the same score across the board because I don't know, the interaction between Justice Society was probably the best one, and that's not saying much. The Judas Contract is just like I've seen it done better. So that was also mid, and like I'm gonna be real, I ain't have enough time to watch the Catwoman one, but between those two, I would say Justice Society better, and that shit wasn't all of that. Flash was okay. The Minuteman was funny. I thought his whole stick was stupid. I was just like, yeah, see why you didn't get known back in the day, bro. Like, what the fuck? You only good for a fucking minute, for an hour, man. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So, um, but yeah, I just don't know. Like, are we giving scores?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I was to give it a score, I would give it like a 6. Both of them a 6 point. Because it was mildly entertaining. It's just mildly entertaining. So I would give 6 point. 6.9. So
Giggity.
yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. It's just like it was a decent show. It was a decent watch, but it wasn't like entertain. It wasn't like it. Nothing blew me away. Nothing blew me away, and everything was done just at a moderate level.
Now you say you hear a lot of DC ass, DC ass, DC ass, but when they have time, when they do out like full series, like the Young Justice shit, you don't really hear that, bro, because it's not the same old shit that we've been seeing. Like if they recast Superman and do another Superman origins movie, nigga, like come on, we gonna shoot my fucking self, bro. Nobody wants to see that shit no more. Yeah, they keep restarting, and it's just like you got these damn near almost 100 years worth of content, and you keep doing the same old 1 year, 2 year shit. It's fucking it's infuriating because then they just focus on the mainstream characters or whatnot. I get it, but like it's all about writing, bro. You can make anybody a mainstream character if you write them in a good enough situation and put them in a good enough story, nigga. Like it's just so lazy. These fucking comic industry niggas is so fucking sorry. It's just terrible. And then I'm gonna yield the floor on that.
Well, there you have it, folks.
But with that said, after that rant, should we go ahead and get into the scores for the Judas Contract?
Yeah. I give the Judas Contract a 7. Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a 7.2. Hello?
I get this motherfucker a 4. It would have got higher grade had they let me see Speedy shooting up in the corner. But they ain't even do that shit. so I can get on board, nigga.
Yeah, he was in that first
Alright.
scene and just disappeared for the whole rest of the movie.
Speedy was on that speed for real. I wanted to see him do it. They say, kids, this is what you're not supposed to do. This is what happens when you do drugs. You lose an arm, you become cracked out, and all types of shit.
Oh, they did that in Young Justice, bro. Don't worry. They did a whole lot of that in Young Justice.
You know, so that's why I'm like, I guess this was made for. I mean, damn near all this shit was like beginner level. Or Teen Titans in the Justice Society. Shit, dare I even say Catwoman? You know, I don't know. Nemo, if you come back with some DC movies, bro, you gotta do some better picks than this shit.
I don't know, bro. It don't really get no better than these, bro. Unless you want to try.
I don't know about that.
Unless you want to try that Dark Apocalypse. That's the best
Dark
one I've
Apocalypse
seen.
would have been. Dark Apocalypse is pretty good. You would have to hit us with like non-beginner level DC shit because we already seen the old same way.
But the best thing I can give you DC wise is the
Young
thing I can give you, bro.
Sounds like
everybody on here is pretty much watched the first two seasons. I'm about to say that's the best thing I can give you because it sounds like everybody on here is pretty much like the first two seasons of Young Justice. So the best thing I could really give you is watching season 3 and continuing with season 4. Because season 4 would honestly be done in like the next month.
Well, you know what's funny is that the live action Titan show did a semi version of Judas Contract with they shit, and it was just so much better. But again, if they have more time to do this shit, then I don't doubt that they'll put out more information, more compelling content. But it's just like when you try to do it an hour and a half, and you got all the time in the world to do these movies. I don't know why they just do them an hour and a half.
I wouldn't have no doubt. Honestly, I wouldn't have no doubt if they try to run the Judas Contract again in Young Justice, bro. Because Tara is on that bullshit.
If Tara is anywhere in the story, bro, just be prepared for the Judas Contract shit to start. Because that's her only reason
it's
for
honestly
being there.
starting right
Judas
now.
Contract.
It's honestly starting.
I'm like, that's her only purpose is to do some Judas Contract shit, and then that's it.
Judas Contract got to start with Tara. It got to move forward with getting some more. Like when we get introduced to Raven, I'll know we're getting Judas Contract for real.
Facts.
Yeah,
because like
she the
you
one.
can't
She the
have
one.
two OP motherfuckers on the same team for some reason. Raven OP as fuck and Tara OP as fuck.
Yeah. She never really trusted Tara. She never trusted Tara from.
So, with that being
Honestly,
said,
like
what's the verdict?
Two OP niggas with the same demeanor. My bad. Two OP
No more Judas Contract.
niggas with the same demeanor. They was like, yo, somebody's character gotta go.
Damian Wayne got fried by Darkseid in that shit. 7.3, by the way.
Okay.
Definitely
Honestly,
been done
though,
better.
if they do this contract, I'd like to see this bitch actually live and still be a part of the team. That's one thing I've never seen accomplished. This bitch.
Where she's too similar. Her character type is too similar to Raven. It'd just be like pointless to have them both on there. You got Raven, you got Tara, and you got Starfire. What the fuck are you niggas doing on the team? Y'all don't need to be here.
They do when they finna be going up against Darkseid. Or any of his more serious emissaries.
I want to say if they do. I want to say if they do.
I'm taking Tara,
are they gonna have
Raven, and Starfire. Them would be the heavy hitters out the group. Everybody else, they got the brains and the smarts and shit. Blue Beetle got upstaged by Cyborg, so shit. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Cyborg
Damian
playing
Wayne, you
his
can only
beginning
do so
run.
much when we fighting these alien shits now. Beast Boy, you can only do so much when we fighting these alien shits now.
He's not
Bitch
even
got a
young
whole
Justice.
demon in her forehead.
I'm gonna say Damian Wayne is still a baby in Young Justice, so he ain't even a part of this shit.
Oh yeah, Damian Wayne gotta be
They just cameo this nigga as a baby being held in his mama hands like 4 episodes.
It'd just be like what they decide to do. They decide to give you the Judas Contract with Dick Grayson as Robin, or are we getting the Judas Contract after
I think it's,
Terra been on the squad
his
for like years or some shit?
yeah.
about to
If
say,
we don't get a
Lucas-
time skip, then we'll probably get like Death in the Family before we get Judas Contract.
Right. Which is a good
No,
story.
Jason's
I would
already
rather see
dead.
Death in the Family. to
Jason
be
is
honest.
already dead. Jason Todd is already dead. The Red Hood is already.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Rose
So there
is
you go.
already there. So we'll start to see
Robin
the more of
is
that
what?
develop. Yeah.
Drake
Because
is
he
the
was there
Robin
with
that-
at first I thought that he was Damian Wayne standing next to Lady Shiva, but then she walked out
that's-
with Damian Wayne. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
oh,
the Red
so
Hood.
that's Jason
That's
Todd.
the Red Hood. Yeah, that's the Red Hood that was behind Lady. That was him. He's been in the works for a minute too, because he's been popping up since season 2. I've seen the Red Hood pop up a few times.
Side
He was-
note,
Great shot. Cool.
oh, go ahead, bro. My bad.
Thank you.
I was saying that's the Tim Drake Robin. That's currently Robin from Young Justice right now.
The Red Robin nigga.
Yeah,
That's what he
the
eventually
one
breaks
with the
off.
short hair.
Yeah. But side note, you had Solomon Grundy. We saw Solomon Grundy in this new Jason Todd Red Hood comics. You know that him and Solomon Grundy is like on the same team. They like boys and shit.
Oh shit!
Solomon Grundy is he swing that way? That's terrifying.
I haven't even seen
No,
Solomon
nigga,
Grundy.
not on no gender fluids, but they legit like have a team where he has Solomon
I didn't
Grundy.
even-
He has, I forget who the other chick is, but
Oh,
that's Red Hood Squad.
This Leo.
Say what?
Have you seen Solomon Grundy in Young Justice yet? Because I haven't seen that nigga.
I don't think I've seen him either. I think the last time
I've
I
seen
saw
that.
Solomon Grundy in DC animation was the Injustice animated movie. I think that was the most recent I had seen him in like latest DC films.
Yeah, he hasn't been a part of Young Justice yet. It's a lot of villains and characters they haven't brought to the light.
Nah, Solomon Grundy's not one of them niggas you just throw out there. 'Cause,
Yeah.
he's a zombie, so it ain't too many people stopping his ass. For real,
Right.
for real.
Like I said, like Batman uses that nigga to take care of other villains. And he'll just lead them niggas into the sewer and be like, Solomon!
And that nigga Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, died on a Thursday. Oh my god, damn, bro, you had a fucked up week, bro. That's all I can say about Solomon Grundy, bro. He had a fucked up week.
Side note, in DC, if you listening, I need deceased, bruh. I need deceased. I need y'all to do that shit. You did Injustice. I'm pretty sure you guys can do deceased because that is one of the
What is
best
that?
stories I done heard from y'all niggas in a while. It's
What
DC
is
on
that?
zombie shit.
Oh shit. I need to see
That nigga Darkseid, just quick, I ain't gonna give away everything, but Darkseid gets the anti-life equation, and that shit goes horribly wrong.
Mm.
And then another side note, we got Zombie Superman who is flying into the sun right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, the only other piece of DC content that I would love to see animated or like to see within the series is Brightest Day and Blackest Night, but that's such a lengthy storyline. That would have to be a few movies. That have to be like a 3-part movie series, or they'd have to be given
that'd be good for them. That'd be great for them because you have Green Lantern who y'all just been resting on the bench for all this time.
Yeah,
one of the greatest Green Lantern stories, Brightest Day, Darkest Night. Come on now.
They just dropped the Green Lantern character in Young Justice for the first time.
I'm telling you, I did not see that coming, especially because Young Justice and the Green Lantern animated series started premiered on Cartoon Network at the same time. We got that cliffhanger because the Green Lantern animated series just couldn't get any more episodes. But literally, the last episode was Razor flying off, and the Blue Ring of Hope went looking for him. And this is how y'all bring it back? Man, you can say what you want about DC, but they care about their fans. And they listen to them damn, like the fact that they can, like, they're one of the only, long-running franchises with different multiverses I know that can 10 years down the line, bring back that little cliffhanger from the end of that series that got canceled and make it important. Because Razor was an original character from the Green Lantern animated series. He wasn't DC relevant before then, and then to come back as a character that can wield 2 lantern rings, that's got to be something to come into play with some different storylines, because there are only 2 other instances where there have been multiple rings wielded by one person, and that was Hal Jordan in Brightest Day, Blackest Night, where he, and even then that didn't go so well for him. And then there was comedic non-continuity with Harley Quinn using the red ring and the black ring at the same time. It's wild. The Black Lantern ring is essentially, the Black Lantern ring has to be the anti-life equation in some way, shape, or form. It has to be some extension of the anti-life equation.
I can see that definitely. That shit was cold as fuck when Batman showed up with that black ring. Oh shit!
But give me, please, DC, at least 3. If y'all thinking about it, give me 3 movies for Brightest Day and Blackest Night, because that's some shit I can watch old Comic Story and talk about that on YouTube all day. That's a 5 story.
So, given the scores, what's the verdict? Did we watch gas or did we watch trash? We steered clear of the concrete zone this episode.
I'm not gonna say it's gas, but I can't really say these movies are trash either.
Definitely can't say it's trash. Really, the only one that I would say is trash on its own is Justice Society. I actually feel like Catwoman was interesting enough and played well off the character to where I didn't really need the origin. I just didn't. Like I said, I can't tell you what happened in Justice Society. It feels like that's been done so many different times. Judas Contract, it's one of my favorite DC storylines to adapt. Wasn't done in the most unique way. I prefer the Teen Titans adaptation of it, but I still think, as a story, it was more interesting in Justice Society. So at most, I say we watched some good mid.
Yeah, I think he made a new grade of weed. But let's go with it.
You know what? Good mid is exactly what it was. It's like you're not satisfied, but you be like, you know what? This gonna hold me over.
It's gonna hold me over. I can sleep on this.
It's gonna get me to the next day.
Okay. So we are nearing the conclusion of the podcast. Everyone has their scores in. The U.N.I has decided.
Hell yeah.
Nemo, you still there?
But yo, it was one thing I had to say. How did y'all feel about Brother Blood?
It was real gay.
Real gay. I don't know, bro. That's my third envisioning of the character. My third time being introduced to the character, bro. And he was actually pretty cool. He had a clean tape line. He was bathed. He was literally bathing in blood with hose.
And that nigga, hold the fuck on. That nigga was bathing in blood. He had the nigga give him the towel. Let's not forget about that. Real cult shit.
Real cool. That was funny. He was actually my favorite part. Brother Blood was a hell of a villain. But I've been and said they're supposed to be doing a Brother Blood story in the Teen Titans live action movie. And I'm curious as to how they did it because the original Teen Titans cartoon, the movie we watched, those are two different, completely different renditions. And then in the comics, the little research I did, Brother Blood got a completely different power set than what they did in the Teen Titans TV show. It's damn near like a different character with the same name. So yeah, I'm looking forward and very interested to see what they do with the Brother Blood character because I don't know, the Teen Titans one was fire, but his real power set is that he gets powers from the prayer shaw of Jesus, making him invulnerable to damn near anything, immortal as fuck. His only weakness, and he gains strength by blood apparently. But I don't know. See where they go with that character. That's all I wanted to say, though.
Okay, since we're nearing the hour mark, should we go ahead and start the proceedings to shut this thing down?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay, well, there you
that
have
shit
it.
was trash, nigga. I hope that nigga, this shit is not it.
Bro, that nigga had the cleanest tape line in cartoon history, bro. Give a fuck what you talking about.
I mean, that's not enough to save the shit.
Was he black? That was another thing I wanted to know. Was he supposed to be like a light skinned nigga?
He's an island boy.
Yeah.
He's an island boy.
So he's not a nigga, bro. But
He said he's an island boy.
he's an island. Yeah, there he is, island boy. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, bathing in blood and all that.
Oh, that shit. Hell no.
Well, yeah. All right, what we got coming up?
What's the next shit? Gotcha man.
Yes, my pick.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man.
We got the
Turn down.
gotcha man coming up.
Turn down. Damn, bro. You turn these nuts down.
What?
There you go on some gay stuff. All right.
That was very, very,
There you
very
have
suspect.
But hey.
I hope the dude does turn those nuts down.
All right,
But yo,
over there playing paddleball. There you have it. You reached the conclusion of another episode of U.N.I. Where we reviewed Catwoman, Teen Titans, and Justice Society. I say personally, overall, not even worth the good mid category. Much rather would have watched something else much more entertaining. But it's media, something to watch when you're bored. Maybe put it all in the background. You want to see some good fight scenes from the Catwoman hunted. That was a good perk from that movie. But overall, I put it in the trash category myself. So, any other closing remarks, gentlemen? All right.
DC, you heard what we said. You heard what me and my cohort said, bro. Get on that shit, man.
Yeah, so take some of those notes, apply it, and that's free game. That's free game.
I gotta see DC, bro, or give me Dark Knight Metal in like 6 years, bro. Because y'all beat the hell over the head with that shit. But Dark Knight Metal was good. You just gotta wait. Give it some time.
Your brother really had it,
Okay, well, and we are out.